What is up everyone, Foxy here, and today I'm going to be doing a quick sorta top X list regarding the best gaming mice for Fortnite Battle Royale. Now, for this list I'm going to be referring to the most popular mice used by pros and a few that I have tried out myself. For the few that I have tried, I will be giving my opinion on. This list is mainly for those who wish to upgrade their gear, and like a vast majority of us, we sometimes wish to purchase the same gear our favorite pros use. And I decided to do this list mainly because I just got my Logitech G403 and my goodness is it a beast. Which is funny cause this is actually my first pick as far as mice go. Now this mouse is great and simple, its shape is really nice, although due to its curve I think this mouse is pretty much geared towards right-handed people. It's got some nice but basic RGB, illuminating the logo and scroll wheel, which both will more than likely be obscured by your hand, but it is a nice touch. It's got two side buttons that you can program to your liking with their software, and I myself have them programmed to be my wall and floor. I believe it retails for anywhere around 40 to 70 bucks, but trust me, you get your money's worth. Although if you don't fancy the design of the G403 or its price, you can always go for either the Logitech G Pro or its basically identical twin, the G203. Now, if you look at pictures of these two, you'll quickly realize, hey, they're the same thing. But to quickly address differences, the G Pro weighs 83 grams more or less, and the G203 weighs 85. But I'd be really hard pressed to say that anyone in their right mind could really notice that. The main differences are that the G Pro has a maximum DPI of 16,000, while the G203 has a maximum of 8,000. Also, the G Pro is using Logitech's Hero sensor, which granted I've never used, so I can't tell how great it is. But don't worry, if you go for the G203, its sensor is perfectly usable and won't be a detriment should you choose this one. Also, should you be in the market, the G Pro is available in a wireless model, and the G305 being the G203's wireless version. These mice, at least the G Pro, have been used by pros like Face Cloak and Gelmock. Now, the G Pro hovers anywhere around 50 to 70 bucks, and the wireless is about 150. While the G203 hovers from I'd say anywhere 20 to 40 bucks, and the G305 is also anywhere from like $80. Back in December, I was actually thinking of picking up a G203 myself since I was in Colorado, and saw it at Target for around 12 bucks on sale. So keep that in mind, always check different sites and stores, you may just find one of these mice for even cheaper. Stepping away from Logitech, we move on to the final mouse Air 58 Ninja, used by pros like Ninja, Tfue, and Dr. Lupo. This mouse has the distinction of being one of the lightest mice in the market, weighing in at about 58 grams. Its design is really nice, containing a lot of holes which help with it being so light, and the cord it uses is paracord, which helps it with being even more light and easier to move around. Where you sort of start to lose people though, it's with its price, coming in at anywhere from I believe $180 to upwards of $300 more or less. This is probably one of the more premium mice you can get, but a lot of pros do seem to really enjoy it. Although if that price isn't to your liking, you can always wait for them to restock it and buy it from their website where it costs around 90 bucks. Though I'm pretty sure that ain't gonna happen soon since they haven't pretty much tweeted anything about it. Though it seems to be a really good mouse, mainly for being very light. In my opinion, I wouldn't really go for it, as honestly the price tag doesn't really justify for me. Next up from Razer, we got the very popular Razer Death Adder. This mouse is very popular across a lot of different games, from CSGO to Overwatch to Fortnite. Although I've never owned this mouse, I really think you can't go wrong with it. Its design, I would say, is very nice, kinda like Logitech's G403, which is why I went with it, but given the chance, I would probably pick up a Death Adder too. I think the only stipulation here is whether or not you fancy Razer as a brand itself, but trust me, if pros like Tim the Tatman use this, then without a doubt it is a great mouse that can come in from anywhere from around 45 bucks up to $60 more or less. And that's all the main popular choices pros use. A few suggestions in there as well. Obviously there's dozens if not hundreds more of mice out there. A few pros like to use the Corsair M65 for example, or the Zowie line of mice such as the FK2 or S1 or S2. Even if you're looking for a final mouse Air 58 type but don't want to dish out the asking price, the people over at Glorious PC Gaming Race are going to release their Glorious Model O, which is basically a final mouse Air 58 for only like $50 to $60 depending on the texture. When it comes to mice, it's going to be hard to go wrong. Granted, as long as you're buying from reputable brands like Logitech, Razer, or Corsair, then you should have no troubles. Also keep in mind, I would highly suggest to focus on shape and weight when it comes to buying a mouse. A lot of these cost around the same, which it's obviously you should be taken into consideration, but you should definitely be focusing on finding something that'll be comfortable to you and that won't weigh a ton. Sensors are nothing to worry about, they're all great, especially on these like gaming mice. Also, should you need more info on a certain mouse, you can always look at Rocket Jump Ninja's channel. He has basically reviewed every mouse on the market and all the ones featured in this video. Do keep in mind, just because you buy this expensive gear doesn't mean you're automatically gonna get good at the game, but it really will improve your comfort when playing. I'd like to thank the website prosettings.net. That website is great should you be wondering all the gear that your favorite players are using, even in game settings. That's everything for this video. I will be making a follow-up with gaming keyboards, so stay tuned. Until then, take care my dudes.